we ask my immediate former president of OBBA, 2907 Khalil Umar Ba, for constructing a modern canteen and mini-mart, which has been vitally required for the use of both the staff and the pupils of the school. A round of applause for Theo. Thank you very much. Your Excellency, under your leadership and encouragement, we are seeing a phenomenal change in the infrastructural development of our school. We all can witness what the Badia project is doing. Like we mentioned yesterday, both school now looks like a construction yard, which is going to help with both accommodation for the classroom and for the teachers and also a new dormitory for the pupils. So we are grateful to Badia, through you, Your Excellency, for this intervention. The next item on the agenda will now be a short statement from each one of those who have contributed to providing these development projects for us. And on that note, I will call 5017 Ambrose James, Chairman of our Western Area Branch, to make a few statements on your project.
His Excellency the President, 2019, Madam First Lady, and the First Lady of Africa now, the Ambassador of China, I want to say welcome. Girls, cutters, colleagues, and small boys, good afternoon. Good afternoon. His Excellency, when I took the mantle of leadership for the Western Area Branch, I, together with my executive, laid out 3 bold, intentional, and audacious projects. Today, we will be commissioning one of them, which is the fish pond. The second one was also driven by your own vision about digitizing and working towards the 21st century. So I will also respectfully ask that after you commission the fish pond as we come in, you see the site for the digitalization project, and you can just turn this off for that project so that you see what the drive of the Western area is looking like. The third project I said we were going to do was to turn our football field into an artificial turf. And His Excellency, I must commend the membership of Western area. They have supported me in my fundraising drive. All of these projects have been monies I led and collected with my executive from members who gave 10,000, 20,000, 5,000. We collected over, for the fish pond, over $1.5 billion. Again, we have just led another fundraising for the digital hub that we are doing. And for that, we have identified that we want to raise $2 billion. We are about 50% of that. His Excellency, to the fish pond, we have just 4 objectives of it. First, it was the drive. You cannot be the president of Sierra Leone and you say, Feed Sierra Leone is my mantra, it's my bold project, and we cannot contribute to that. And we said, we will do a fish pond in this compound, in the vision, and to contribute to your own vision for the country. So that's also in line with the Feed Sierra Leone project. And this project, we are able to mobilize funds and also get the support of the Ministry of Agriculture through small boy minister Parker, who also helped us to drive that process. So I just wanted to lay that there. The second objective, His Excellency, is about nutrition for the boys. We know we all eat condor here. We all know how the condor looks like and how it is sometimes. But we think that by adding nutrition to the condor, we'll get some boys and get, some good education outcomes out of it. The third objective was to also bring into the school curriculum what we thought was missing. If we are doing fish farming and aquaculture, we thought that the school can also benefit, and the pupils who do agriculture can learn practically about how this is moving and how you do aquaculture. So the fish pond, together with the school and the agriculture teachers, we've launched a kind of a system wherein the students will go there and learn and see practically how we grow the fish, how you feed them, how you construct. That's the third one. And then the last one was also for us a fundraising for the Western area. Now, we have 4 ponds there. And those 4 ponds are going to take 8,000 fishes. So 2,000 in each of the pond. We say, well, when we harvest, we'll give the school some percentage, but also the Western area can also sell some to other members that are sitting here who will buy, and then we get some more funds to put into projects and to get the Western area moving. So, His Excellency, those are my 3 bold, audacious projects that I'm working on. So today, you will commission the fish pond, and then you will turn the sword for the digitalization project. On that note, His Excellency, I want to present to you our annual report for Western area, so that you can, this is more detailed, you can give you, Excellency, this is for you. Thank you very much, His Excellency.
Thank you very much, small boy Ambrose. Colleagues, small boys, well, this is the kind of leadership we are looking for OBBA, so that together we can transform our school. So please let us all copy the example of what Western area is doing. I know so many other branches are doing similar projects for the school. But we will encourage everybody to participate in this project so that we will continue to be proud of our school. Thank you very much, small boy Ambrose. Now we go to the staff quarter project with Chairman Patrick Homo, a very small boy.
Excellency Sam, Her Excellency First Member of Leone, the Ambassador from China, good morning everyone. I stand here on behalf of my branch, Bo branch, and to throw light on some of the things we've done for the school and also our future plans. Like the President said, we realized that we want to ensure that we want to minimize band breaking. And all of us know very well that our school is built on the foundation of discipline. And for us to ensure that discipline is fully maintained on campus, we want to see that we have teachers who are capable on campus. Because during our days, when we have teachers on campus, we have to ensure that boys will minimize band breaking and will also focus on their studies and they are fully being monitored. Because one thing we know at the post school, we consider our teachers, our prefects as parents, because the role they play in our life, they are playing a parental role for us. So we immensely value and honor that. So therefore, the brand decided to put up a building on campus that will accommodate teachers. And thankfully enough, we have completed one of that. We want to say, on behalf of OBBA, I want to say thank you to Madam First Lady for honoring that invitation. You were here, you were the one that launched that project for us. And I also want to say, thankfully, that very few of those who stood up bogusly during that particular occasion, only few that we are able to honor their pledges. We are a little disappointed that out of those very many cultures who stood and made that bogus statement could not honor that pledge. Disappointingly enough, even though some aspect of diary again they have made mention, even some cultures who promised to pay that diary, they still not done that. Your Excellency, we will be very grateful if you will reach out to those cultures. I have I know that the chairman will protect them. We will thankfully be grateful if those pledges and that diary will come in, so that we will help to develop many things on campus. But today, thankfully, you'll be here and your darling husband to officially launch that project. Again, just to highlight of some of the things that we have done. You see the beauty of the OBBA stage where we are sitting yesterday. I realized that you saw some difference. The work you saw there is the handwork of my brand. Thank you, OBBA brand. Also, you know, both school is a school of total inclusion. It's only at both school that you see people coming from the north, Timu, Western area, and ensure that we all come together and stay together and we see ourselves as brothers. We want to continue with that brotherhood. Therefore, as a branch, we are also planning to organize another program that will help us to have money so that we will go to Timu, we will go to the north, we will go to Kailan, we will go to Moyamba, and ensure that we mobilize more boys to come to the new school. We have also done a letter, and that was given to the President of OBBA for the attention of the Honorable Vice President of Sierra Leone to come and be the distinguished grantee patron for that particular occasion. We are also planning, being that both school is 100% bonding, and we realize that in our days, when we used to have some minor breakdown on the bells, we have our woodwork, we come there, and those things are quickly repaired. We are also trying to fundraise to have another structure that will purely look into the affairs of the buildings and the facilities for the boys on campus, so that we minimize the breakage of bells that will go back. That is also our intention as a branch. I also want to mention the former speaker of West Africa Parliament, ECOWAS, Honorable T.D.R. Tunis. He was not here to make a pledge, but we organized a program and he was invited as our grantee patron. Thankfully enough, at our dining hall, he came and donated 500,000 to Bo Branch. So on behalf of the Bo Branch, we want to bring that to your attention, and I want to say thank you to you, Honorable T.D.R. Tunis. And also, very many cultures here. Our chairman, Dr. Pusadin, contributed, Dr. Keuba, Professor Amfawuri, Professor Bemba. Please pardon me if I'm not able to make mention of all names. And also our former principal of the Bo School, who is now the CEO of Education. All of them immensely contributed to the completion of the quarter project. So on behalf of my branch, I want to say this is what we intend doing as a branch, and we want to ensure that both schools continue to be a school of big friends, and we are able to maintain our tradition and discipline. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you very much, Chairman Patrick, for that exciting narration of what Bo Branch is doing for our school. I know under your able leadership, we will continue to see many more projects come to fruition for our campus. I will now call upon 2907 OBBA, my immediate predecessor of OBBA, to make a brief statement on the canteen and minimum project.
Your Excellency, Brigadier Richard Joseph President of the Republic, Majesty, First Lady, Fatmata, the Chinese Ambassador to the People's Republic of China, Australia, Mr. President, the Chairman of the session, executive members, both national and branches, elders of all, I feel honored, yet elated to stand before you to give an account of what I've been able to do towards the school. Some 3 years ago, our able principal, Mr. Baka, has always been part of me. I stayed just a few years from campus, the residence of the late Joe Amara. He would go there and we sit down, have evening talks and all the things. I raised a question with him, as I am only doing one term. But I want you to give me an idea as to what I'll be able to do for the school that will be beneficial to both present and past pupils. After a few days, he came back to tell me, we need a canteen and renewables. So I've had extensive consultations, and that is what we desire as of now. I also did consultations with close aides of mine. We realized it was something worthy, so we took the challenge. I am humbled to report that of all people I contacted, some I did not even contact, but made meaningful changes, meaningful contributions. Of course, I started on my own. But I want to thank you publicly, Your Excellency, for your encouragement in giving me both financial and moral considerations each time I met you, and I continue to do that. And there were certain old boys who also chipped in as a matter of appreciation to this worthy project. 3919, of course, Mr. Shade of Africell, Mr. Matai, our Minister of Mines, Mr. Dennis Vandi, who's proprietor of a hotel in Kenema, Mr. Mohamed Masako, who has been part and parcel of this project, Kotonyake Amara. He has not only contributed financially, but he has used a lot of his energy to ensure this project is on and go. Mr. Tonti, Max Tonti, a very small boy, he has always been around to do errands and contributed immensely. Mr. Kanja Sisi, and another very small boy, Moana Koka, he has been with me up to this morning, doing some errands. No man's gratitude will surpass mine for this wonderful gesture. I was proud and also enthused by my wife, Mrs. Patricia Ab, who took time to be here for about 3 weeks, making sure we meet targets. I'm very grateful to her. Gentlemen, if you have a good wife, half of your problems are solved. So let us pay a moment to you. Our father, really encouraged by my past mentor, Mr. Joe Amara Bangani, who made it. It has always been part of him to entertain people. He enjoyed entertaining people. And having stayed with him for over 30 years, I thought I should replicate some of what he did. So the canteen, with your approval, is going to be named 1166 Joe Amara Bangali Canteen. And we intend to use the proceeds to help buy some drugs for the sick bay and also address incidentals. Because although it's my home, I always come here very often. And when I come here, I make my business to visit the principal on the school. And each time we had minor hitches, we are able to address it even before this time. On this note, I want to thank you, Your Excellency, for encouraging us because you set the pace by building first the sick bay and now a modern dormitory to ease our transportation, our accommodation problems. What you hope, no, generally with good people, magic place. So that is my source of encouragement, and I thank you all.
Thank you very much, Leo, for that inspiring statement. Your Excellency, before we continue on to you, I want to also mention that there have been others that have contributed to the development and the comfort of both schools. And that will include, for example, the class of 1986 has provided kitchen items to the both school kitchen, including a number of utensils that would normally not have been available for the boys. And also, the same class has contributed assorted cartoons containing medical supplies, bandages, gloves, patient care supplies, iodine, procedure trays, crutches, syringes, and needles. Also, Your Excellency, OBBA USA is revamping the school band. They have launched a fundraising project to buy some more instruments, and in fact, in conjunction with the Bow Branch, Your Excellency, they have enlisted the services of a professional band music master from Germany who is currently on campus training our boys how to play music and how to play in a brass band. So you will see that on Sunday, Your Excellency, if you are around. So there are so many others, but what we encourage cutters, girls, small boys to do is, because the National Executive is not aware of some of these projects, but we only do so accidentally. So if you want also help harness and coordinate the projects that we launch for our school, please let the National Executive know about them so that there are no duplications and there are no overlaps. So that's just an appeal. The Sierra Rotary branch has just provided 3 powerful standing air conditioners which are at the back of this hall. We are hoping to install this, but it's a little complicated before this meeting, but hopefully the next meeting anybody would have here, those air conditioners will be working. His Excellency just pointed out to me the need to close these vents, because if we are going to air condition this room, these vents have to be closed. So it's going to be a lot of work. I've spoken to the electricians and the structural engineers yesterday about assessment of what we need to do to install ACs in this hall. Thank you very much. We now will kindly request Your Excellency to make a statement on the new Beijing town. Thank you very much, sir. For constructing a modern canteen and mini-mart, which has been vitally required for the use of both the staff and the people.
And I've done so with the full support of my wife, who has always insisted that I have both school and I have to do something for the military. These are the two institutions that have shaped me to be what I am today, and I attribute all my achievements to this institution and the military. I see, and I want to use this opportunity to thank all of you, Ambrose, the Bow branch, and the many people who have taken up the challenge to not only modernize this old institution, but to bring life. I have said, today we only learn about the dinosaur through history because it did not evolve like a cockroach. If you fail to evolve, you'll be left behind and you become history. Both school will not be history. Both school should continue and endeavor to evolve, and that will emanate from us sitting here. I'm really encouraged by the challenge taken by various very young people, not that they have, but they've taken up the challenge. We have to make this school a better place for our kids and their own children. Like a cockroach. If you fail to evolve, you'll be left behind and you become history. Both school will not be history. Both school should continue and endeavor to evolve, and that will emanate from us sitting here. I'm really encouraged by the challenge taken by various very young people, not that they have, but they've taken up the challenge. We have to make this school a better place for our kids and their own children. And I've done so with the full support of my wife, who has always insisted that I have to do something for both school and I have to do something for the military. These are the two institutions that have shaped me to be what I am today, and I attribute all my achievements to this institution and the military. I see, and I want to use this opportunity to thank all of you, Ambrose, the Bow branch, and the many people who have taken up the challenge to not only modernize this old institution, but to bring life. I have said, today we only learn about the dinosaur through history because it did not evolve like a cockroach. If you fail to evolve, you'll be left behind and you become history. Both school will not be history. Both school should continue and endeavor to evolve, and that will emanate from us sitting here. I'm really encouraged by the challenge taken by various very young people, not that they have, but they've taken up the challenge. We have to make this school a better place for our kids and their own children. Starting from nutrition, the establishment of the fish ponds, I think that is a great initiative. But for what I know these young men to be, 4 ponds, they will eat all of them in 3 weeks. And there will be no more fishes to As we are talking, Ambrose, I thought about we should have an agriculture wing of the Bow School. One that pays attention to such initiatives, not only to teach the children agriculture and food security, but also to make sure that nutrition is maintained. Recently, in a study that was published, they have established a correlation between development, the child's development, and that of nutrition. You know, I can see a lot of good boys that are short would have been normally taught if we have the opportunity to eat very nutritious food or balanced food. But for all I know, we fought for bread and butter and some tea. Our bases were not necessarily aquatic. We had to swim in very dark water to rise. But what we want for our children should be better, especially at the formative age at which they come here. Protein. We should maintain a food system that has a lot of protein. So I am thinking of working with the Minister of Agriculture and Professor Suluku. Yes, we should have a poultry for this school. What I have in mind is that if we even have 5,000 chicken that are layers, we can have at least 1 egg for every child every morning here. The other 4 we can sell, and that can contribute to maybe fish, meat. You know, at the Kono Hall, they only eat meat when we go for OBBA. We can afford to buy two cows for them at least every month, so that they can eat protein, they can have good source of protein in their food. So the poultry project, I'm going to challenge the minister and also professor, and I'm going to support them. We start at 5 layers, because if it's just the one, I mean, we have 1,000, how many? 200 now. You see, and we have built another dormitory for them, so they are going to increase again. We hope that we maintain that. We should not go above that. And I want to say again for the board of directors, our teachers should be screened. We should be picky about who comes here to teach. Just as we scrutinize our kids who should come here, less, because we all know what good teachers are made of and what they can do. They are the greatest people who transform very difficult boys who used to be into great men today who are sitting here. They had to be lashed at some time, punished, but they also imparted knowledge, quality knowledge. Quality knowledge. We have good teachers who know how to teach. That is why I will encourage Wuri to come and be teaching chemistry. He says his chemistry is way above there. You know, I stopped doing chemistry for titration. I don't want these kids to stop doing chemistry. We need good teachers. I see Dr. Winston has volunteered. I commend you highly. Mathematics, statistics, these are the areas that are really lacking in good teachers. And he came with books. Those things matter. They are not small things. That contribution is immense. And I commend you for coming back home with such a great initiative. Let nobody think that his contribution is small. However little it is. Just knowing that we can have you in a meeting and say, I will pay 1,000 as my contribution, if that is what you can afford. That is commendable. So for the many things that we are doing, the entertainment, I don't know, at the entertainment, is it only the wives or the chicks that can come there? We need to solve that. Only the wives. It's not going to be interesting. Class of 86. Do you have a manager? Yes. You see, they are supplying cooking utensils.
No manager.
No, that speaks a lot. There must have been a senior manager there. But it's also, I think they have a medical doctor. Because they are bringing some medical supplies too. Ladies and gentlemen. No, we don't have ladies yet. Yes, these other ladies are yet to become part of both school. Their nostrils are still very... So, I want to say that I see that there is a change, or we can begin to feel a change. And we have to also have a commercial sector of this school. Government cannot do everything. We have very smart business guys here. We should have a hostel, name the rooms after some of the greatest old boys we've had from this school. So when we come here, I'm sure somebody will want to sleep in those places, and we will maintain them throughout the year, and we'll pay for them just to say, we have to think out of the box. The government is supporting, but sometimes it's hard. But if we have a good administration that can account for all of these monies, from chicken to poultry, to fish, to all of these things, they always have something in the kitty to solve some of the little problems that erupt. So I want our business guys here to sharpen their acumen and come up with proposals. I think we have not lost all the land. We still have land around here. If we don't have, those who should purchase land from Bokakwa and keep it. Monkey bush is gone, not so?
Yeah.
Those who should have, we should. Great institutions like Harvard, and they have endowments and other things that keep them going. We are old enough, 119 years, to think, and I want to challenge those of you who are sharp business thinkers to come up with proposals that are feasible and doable. Feasible and doable. We will start and keep going. That way, even OBBA has at least a source of funding, whatever it takes, whether we're in government or not. Both schools should survive. Both schools should thrive, not only survive. On the modernization front, we know we have a lot of gurus here. We have to, this school should be like any other school anywhere in the world. The technology is there. We bring it and fix it and make sure I can stay anywhere and check on my child's progress. Here. I don't have to bother the principal. I should know about the state of affairs of the school at any one point in time. And with the installation of cameras and all of these things, the principal should be able to almost supervise from his office. A lot of things can be done to make the administration simple, which means modernization. So I want us to broaden our scope for modernization. I am encouraged by the enthusiasm and the level of interest I'm seeing in members coming up with solutions for perennial problems that we all know. And I was just saying to the president that we have been given some air conditioners. 2 will not be enough for this hall. I think we have people who did construction, engineers here. They will calculate the volume of this room and they will tell us how many BTU is needed. But we can't do so with the openings here, the vents. This was done in the last century. This place was built. And I'm thinking that we can extend this place where all the books can be, and then here can be where they can sit and study. And also introduce chips into those books so that you cannot walk through that door if you decide to hide the book. The alarm should come on. The technologies exist today. So let's modernize. Let's bring the technology. They are there. If you go today, you can bring it tomorrow and it starts working. So I think that this is becoming smaller, and our engineers can tell us how we can extend this without disturbing the structural integrity and the aesthetics of it, maybe towards this side, where all the books will be on stacks, and then we have the sitting place here for our kids to be able. And from here, they should have computers where they can tap into all other university or other libraries around the world. If we do that, the kids that are serious, and if we push them towards that, you will see their performance improve exponentially. And we have to do this. That's the challenge that we have. And that is why it's good to come here, so that we can share this. And I know this human resource sitting here is great. We have everybody here, and we'll be able to actually come together and solve this problem. On that note, of course, we'll be going, just that for me, in my position, that is a simple contribution on behalf of class of 89, because 78, sorry, 78, before you start jumping, 78, and I commend the class of 86 for the kitchen utensils. I don't know if we are going to supplement that with rice and some loaves of bread for the next couple of months. But I want to say thank you. And I think we need to do this continuously if this school should catch up with the rest of the world. And that should be, both schools should not be left behind. We should upgrade it to the level that we can continue to be proud of it as proud students of this great school. Thank you very much.
Please, let's rise and give him a standing ovation for that motivational speech. Thank you, Your Excellency. Thank you very much. Please be seated. We have all heard from His Excellency, the ways, the routes for us to continue to improve on our school. Your Excellency, I failed to mention that there is another class, which I don't remember now. They are handling the laundry project. For quite some time now, a school's laundry that we benefited from has not existed. So there is a class that is undertaking the construction of a new laundry. So we appreciate that class. Let's for now call it the laundry class. Is there anybody? I know there is one member of that class. Jamal, you are here. I can see your hand. Come and say